FREQ. Welcome back. This is the new podcast. This is episode 3. We've got a very special guest in Sam McGrath. How you doing today?
Sam. I'm good. How are you?
So yeah, let's get right into it. We're all from Massachusetts. We're all here in sunny Los Angeles.
Another Massachusetts squad in LA.
Yeah.
Talk about your journey of getting here, because you were just talking about how you kind of recently graduated high school.
Yeah, so I graduated high school class of 2019, and that fall, I was just kind of working on just what I wanted to do, trying to find what exactly I want to do, because all my friends in high school, they played sports. They're going to college playing sports type thing. And I played sports in high school and throughout high school, and then kind of my junior, senior year, I kind of stopped and I wanted to pursue another route. I guess I kind of got in the music industry route by doing graphic design. I started doing a lot of flyers and cover arts for artists and stuff, and made a lot of connections that way.
How did you get into that? Did you teach yourself?
Yeah, I self-taught myself. When I was young, I'd always play around with Paint on Microsoft and just make little designs like that.
Me too. I love that.
Yeah, and I don't know, I always liked to draw, even though I wasn't really that good. And
it was just something you liked to do that you never thought about making a career.
Yeah, and I took a sports marketing class, and we had to make a lot of flyers and sports logos, and that's how I kind of learned how to use Photoshop.
Okay.
That was my freshman year, and I kind of dabbled into it, and then throughout my junior, senior year, I really started getting into it, getting pretty good at it. And then, I kind of just started doing designs and flyers and stuff. And then I always had a camera too. I always had a camera, didn't really know how to use it. And then I kind of started to get to know how to use it throughout my after I graduated, I started kind of getting to use it. I started shooting a lot of concerts and shows for Lil Keed, Skies, NLE Choppa, who else? Young Gravy, Landon, a bunch of them.
So how did you get into that? Did you kind of just pull up to shows and take pics, and then somebody noticed you?
Yeah. So a lot of my connections I made through graphic design kind of got me into getting to do those shows. So
makes sense.
I was designing flyers and stuff for Skies when he's on his tour with Lil Pump, and I kind of became cool as his DJ, and he'd get me into shows. And then my friend Johnny, now who I live with now, he drummed for Landon on tour, and I was a big fan of his brand Ransom, and I'd make designs for him and flyer design. And then I hit up Landon's brother, who's his manager, and then Johnny, and then I shot a show for Landon back in October 2019. That's the first time I met them. And then I still kind of kept doing my graphic design thing early 2020, and I did this design of a GTA poster for an Ian Dior video, and for his videographer that directed the video. And then he hit me up, he's yo, that's just fire, pull up to the Ian show with Landon. And I was bet, I'm already pulling up. I know Landon's team and stuff, and then that's how I met Ian. And then I worked on a music video with them. I did a graphic for the MGK and Ian video, the Sick and Tired one. And then that's kind of how I kind of got familiar with directors and videographers. And then I ended up shooting my first video with some local artists in Boston in March of 2020. So
was that Pistola? I saw you post something with Pistola.
No, I shot BTS for that video for my homie Xandros. Yeah. Xandros is another one of my homies.
Xandros is a great
Xandros is one of my homies.
He works with my homie Lil Death Star.
Yeah, I was literally on FaceTime with him before I got here, and he was talking. He's oh yeah, she knows Lil Death Star. Yeah, but Xandros was another one of my friends that I kind of helped me pave my way into videography. He showed me a lot. I would pull up the shoots with him.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
he's fucking fire.
Yeah,
with
dude,
his
that's
videos, crazy.
Yeah. I love that dude. Yeah. So yeah, but he kind of gave me a lot of tips on videography, editing, and all that. I pull up to shoots with him and just kind of see what he does.
Yeah.
I pull up the shoots.
I think that's for me personally, that's the best way that I can learn.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is
see
seeing other people and then kind of taking aspects of that and making it your own.
Exactly. No, definitely 100%.
And I saw you have a filter too on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
That's so dope.
Yeah, it's funny.
And you put that in your videos too.
Yeah. So that's my logo. It's funny because like kind of when I was doing graphic design, I'd like make Snapchat filters for like my high school. So like if you go to my high school, like all the Snapchat filters on there, even like my town, like I made, and like even like other towns, like surrounding towns too, like people hit me up like, yo, like make us like one for our high school, because like sometimes like Snapchat make like the automated ones or just like the boring text, and I'll make like a cool one with like the school mascot or something. So yeah, so I kind of just always knew how to do filters, and then like I saw like you can do them on Instagram now, so I like uploaded one just cause, and that's like my logo. The S is like my logo for my videos, so then
I saw
people
that
can like take videos of that like with my logo. That's like how I start out my videos. So Brandon. That's kind of like like it's just Brandon. I feel like I'm like big on Brandon, like trying to make sure like if people like watch
I
video,
could definitely see that. And I liked that. I never even knew you could do that, but like the way you had like basically a portfolio on your
Instagram.
IG, like,
that's a new
with
feature.
All your music videos?
Yeah, that's a new feature. I think it's called
Dude, did you see this?
Nope.
Yeah. So you can like click
cool.
it and like watch like videos.
Everything's connected.
Oh, so it's like a themed timeline within.
That's like a new feature, because I'm always like up to date on like the social media stuff, how to like at least like brand myself.
So
like
important, because they change.
You definitely do it well.
I always try to stay on top of it. I feel like the easier it is for people to find me, the easier it is. For people to,
it's like your portfolio, literally.
Yeah. No, definitely. So yeah.
And you get more like delivery from using newer features.
Exactly.
You build that in like Reels.
Exactly.
Pushing
Reels exactly.
Than regular content. But okay, we're still kind of in the timeline. Here. How did you? What was it like getting out to LA?
So I think it was literally March 2020. I was like, I was shooting a music video. I think it was like my second video like ever, like literally like 2020 March. Not even a year ago. It was like literally when I was starting like just doing my videos, and I was like at an Airbnb in Providence with like 3 or 4 of my homies. I had like one of my homies from Detroit come down, and we were just like just chilling, because whenever we like my friend group of homies, like we just link up, we always just work on hella stuff, like music videos, whatever, designs, whatever. And then my friend Johnny like called me at like 3 a.m. one day. Like we were there for like at that Airbnb for like 4 days or whatever. Called me like 3 a.m. like the second day I was there, and like I text him back. He's like, yo, I'm about to call you, or whatever. And then like he texted me, he's like, yo, like we're getting a new place in LA. Like I want you to come out here. I think you'd be like a good fit for everyone here. Like, you know, you graphic design, whatever, you can help us out with a lot of stuff. And I was like, all right, bet. And like I was like, bet, I'm down. I was like, bet, I'm down. And like he sent me kind of the links to the houses they're looking at. And like I didn't even tell my parents yet. I was like, yeah, like planning to move to LA, like across the country. I like waited on it for like a few days, because I was like, I wasn't sure what they were gonna say. Like I'm like telling them like, yeah, I want to move to LA, like, you know, just like out of nowhere. And then I told them like 3 days later, and they were like, yeah, sure, that sounds like a good idea. I was like, oh wait, for real?
Oh yeah.
They're like super supportive, because they knew like how big of a, because I guess like the house I live in is like the Cuff house, like for the Cufboys, and like I've been watching them for like years. That's how I found out about Skies. I was like a fan of them.
Okay.
Skies, Landon. That's how I would always hear like Johnny's brand Ransom. Like they knew I was like a big fan of like them, and like I've kind of built a pretty good connection and relationship with Johnny, and you know, I got to meet Landon at shows, so like they're like, yeah, like go do it and all that. So like, all right, bet. And then like I guess like they kind of planned out the move since like March, and I moved out here in June. And then, I just moved out here, made a bunch of connections, and then ended up starting to work with Landon a lot with, like, his creative process for his album, shooting videos and all that. And then really, now it's just, like, family to me type thing, which is, like, pretty cool. So.
That's amazing. That's a dope story. Like, you're really moving.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like time's been going by so quickly.
Yeah.
Like, already
2020 was, like, a crazy year.
Yeah.
But, like, it was also really good for a lot of people.
Like, a lot of creatives. Because, like, you know, we spend so much time. I mean, I was already spending so much time just by myself in the house, like just working on stuff, because I've never really worked like a real like 9 to 5. Like I'd always be doing like videos or graphic design or whatever. Like I think my only real job was like I worked at Kohl's for like 3 months. No, not 3 months, 3 days.
3 days.
No, 3 days. Yeah, 3 days, and I think it was like my like senior year. No, my senior year. Yeah, I worked at Kohl's for like 3 days. I remember it was like all my friends were working there, and they're like, yo, like you should work here, like just do like season. I was like, all right, bet. And like I was like so busy, because I think I was like, I don't know what I was doing. I think I was doing like some like graphic design thing, or like I don't know, or like going to like shows or whatever. And then so like I scheduled like 3 days for like the season, and like the third day came up. I was like, all right, so like when am I? What's like the next week in the schedule? I don't see my my like portal or whatever. But it's like, yeah, no, you're good to go. I was like, what? They're like, yeah, you were just seasonal, and like.
What?
We hired other people. I was like, oh, okay, weird. I was like, all right, this isn't for me.
Not complaining.
Yeah, I was like, all right, this isn't for me, and I was like, all right, whatever.
There you
Left.
go.
So I kind of like I've always just kind of had like my own schedule and just like doing stuff, and like just I had like my clothing brand called like Immortal, and I'd be like selling that. So that was kind of like my source of income, like throughout high school. Like I wasn't making too much money, but I was making more.
Do you still have your clothing brand?
I like kind of stopped it for a while. My last drop was like almost like a year ago in like March. But I was kind of like, once like it hit me that I was moving to LA, I was like, oh, shit, like I gotta figure out like my whole plan and all that shit. Like, just I don't know, kind of figuring out like I'm actually moving across the country. Like what I gotta do, I gotta like get a car, get all that, like all like the other stuff like that. And I kind of stopped it and focused on like just the move, and then also like kind of other sources of income, like doing videos and all that stuff. Cause it's like, so I kind of started doing that, but I'm actually like restarting it up though. Like I'm dropping some more stuff in like March of this year. Okay. So like yeah, but I don't know. I feel like just it's taking the right steps. It's kind of I'm like a kind of perfectionist, and sometimes I feel like I take too long to like do that. Like so like I have a video with Landon dropping tomorrow, and we shot it back in December. Like I think it was like second week of December, and like I edited it like that night, and then I kind of like did tweaks of it. Like I did like tweaks of it like here and there, and then like I looked at it like the other day. I think I looked at it like 3 days ago, and I was like, nah, I gotta re-edit it. So I re-edited the whole thing.
Oh my god.
And I like it a lot better.
That sounds like me.
Yeah, that's honestly, I think that's like the second Landon video because that same thing happened with another video that's already out called 21. I was editing it. We shot like 2 more scenes at this cabin in like Big Bear, like in the snow. We shot 2 more scenes. Like, oh, this is fire. I pieced it in with the cut of the video I already did, because we shot scenes in Sunken City. And I was editing and looking at it. I was like in the cabin with them, and then Landon was like, "So if we want to drop 21 this week, we have to submit it tomorrow morning at 10." I was like, "All right, cool." And like I'm sitting there, I was like, "Shit!" Like I just started re-editing the whole video. Oh my god! So I re-edited that whole video and like that whole day, and then we ended up getting it out in time. And
wow.
Then, but
you're fast.
Yeah,
And like your edits are like crazy too.
Thank
you don't do some like basic shit.
Yeah,
like, very visually appealing.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been trying to like develop like a style too. Like I know you probably noticed
I could notice
like it's like the VHS, like the vintage. Yeah. So that's kind of like my like style.
Like,
and like I feel like
what inspired that?
It will actually like I've always like liked that style before I even had a VHS camera. Like my logo is like kind of inspired by like a VHS glitch. Yeah. And I've had that like logo before I even like did the VHS videos. Like I just started like putting the VHS in my videos in like September. I think that's when I got a VHS camera. But I always just like liked that like look of the glitchy effect. And like even in like my like when I made vlogs back in like, because I made vlogs too back in like 2017. Like I'm like my like yeah, it's like 2017, my junior year, and like late 2017, early 2018, and like I used to use like this VHS glitch effect in my intro. Like it's really cringy, and none of those vlogs are up anymore. At least I hope they're not. Do not look for them. Yeah, I tried to erase that.
I have some crazy videos on YouTube
I'll bring them back
fucking like my freshman year of high school, like just goofy ass skits. My friends, like mad goofy, and they're still there.
Yeah, no, I took mine down.
I just like I don't even care.
Yeah, I took mine down. I might put them like back one day, or at least like maybe put like aspects of it back in the newer vlog, because I have like newer vlogs coming out that are like a lot more professional. And
it's always cool to like even just look back
exactly, yeah, because it's like funny, because I remember
progress.
I remember like in one of the vlogs, I think it was me and like my one of my close friends at the time, Kyle. We went to like we went to Skies and Landon's first like big show when they opened up for Lil Uzi in 2017, and it's like now just like seeing them now, it's just kind of crazy. Because we were inspired.
Did you know about them at that time, or like?
Oh yeah, I like went to that show for them. I like.
Okay.
I was a huge Uzi fan. Yeah, I was a huge Uzi fan. Wait, you went to that show? Yeah, I was like a huge Uzi fan.
Jumped off the balcony.
Balcony. Yep.
Oh
I was a huge Uzi fan then, but like I was like really like getting into Skies then too, because I was like I bought like a Lyrical Lemonade Ransom shirt. And I was like just getting into them, and I like bought it because Skies were in like one of the music videos he did for like Nick Jandor, and then like I literally shot a video with Nick Jandor like 2 days ago.
That's just so cool. It's like cool, you've been manifesting this.
Yeah, I feel like that's the coolest thing for me, is like just things coming full circle. Like like just working on like, some of my favorite. You're attracting
like the people that should be in your life.
Yeah,
the people that you really like fuck with.
Yeah, exactly.
That's dope.
Yeah, so I feel like that's like I guess the coolest part about like this industry for me. I guess is like I'll be in studios with people.
And I feel like you're very humble too, like the way you're talking.
I mean,
I
definitely try to be very humble for sure. Like, because I feel like.
Because I meet a lot of people that have big ass heads out here in LA.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Yeah.
I think it's more of a Massachusetts thing, right? Of like, there's not all this stuff. Like,
you
grew up here.
Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah. No, I know.
Totally.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Definitely.
I guess I wanted to ask about the skills, right? Because you've just tried a lot of different things, and then you're involved in a lot of different avenues and stuff, but if someone was in high school right now and kind of says, oh yeah, I want to work in music, how would you suggest they like figure out what they're interested in, A, and B, like what skills should they go for?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like there's like no really wrong way to answer that, because I feel like even me, like right now to this day, I'm still like trying to learn new things. Like me and my friend, like my roommate Johnny, we're trying to produce now. Like we're trying to make beats.
Okay.
Honestly, to me, like I like to try everything, and also like I feel like if I know more about like other things like producing music now, I'll have like a better ear for music, and also just like I don't know, like I've been like kind of like I've always like, been listening to music and all that, and like picking up on like new artists and stuff. So I feel like I just want to get into all avenues of like I eventually want to sign an artist and like be like an A&R or like work for a label or something. Like, there's so many other
opportunities
stuff.
Are endless when you're creative. Like you know, once you're like doing something and you kind of get a name for yourself, you can really like try
do anything. That's why it's like and like even when I wasn't really having a name for myself, like I was still trying to try everything. And I feel like that's what I would tell someone is like, and that's even what I tell like my friends that do like just graphic design or like just photography. I'd be like, yo, get into like video editing or get into, you know, if you do graphic design, try to get into video editing, because like I picked up on the video editing thing pretty quickly. I literally just started editing these videos of like last year, like less than a year ago, like. And I feel like if you're pretty good at graphic design, hop into, you know, Final Cut or Premiere and start at video editing. If you want to, you know, if you're editing a lot of album covers of photos, get into photography, shoot those covers. You know what I mean? Because then one, it's like you have more skills to offer, but also two, like, you know, there's so much money in the industry. You already have the eye, too, so. It's like, so honestly, I would just tell anyone that's, like, trying to do this, like, just, you know, experiment, see what you like. I mean, because I tried producing and making music back in, like, 2017, honestly, like, when I was doing, like, the vlogs and all that stuff, and, like, it was really hard, and it was, like, I couldn't really figure it out, and, like, I didn't know where to start, so then I kind of bounced around, did graphic design. I kind of messed around with video editing, too, but wasn't, like, crazy. I was editing, like, iMovie. Like, I wasn't doing anything crazy, like, no crazy effects.
That's a good start, though.
Yeah, like, I was just kind of bouncing around a little bit of everything, so now it's, like, I figured out, like, video for the most part, so now I'm, like, hopping back into the producing route, and, like, finally got, like, actual, like, producing software, not just GarageBand on, like, the iPad.
What did you get?
I got, like, FL
Studio.
So I got that, but, like, I don't know, I would just, like, just to try everything, really, and just kind of see what you like. I like that advice, you know?
Because some people will say, like, to stick to one thing and put all your effort into one thing. I mean, like, and I don't, like, feel like that's the way to go. Like, whatever you feel like doing, you should just do it. Like, I do so many things. Like, I'm a DJ.
I'm trying to DJ,
I used to throw events. Like, now I'm getting into producing. I have a podcast now. I'm a stylist. Like, you know, like, when you're creative, you can do all these things because you already like doing these things. So why not just do it? Whatever pops off, like, it's going to pop off. And then,
I also think you can kind of, like, become the one-stop shop, right?
Yeah.
It's like, you think of Amazon. You go to Amazon for everything, where Amazon used to just be like a bookstore. What if Amazon was still a bookstore? That like they wouldn't have the big business that they have right now. Like an artist can come to a creative that's like a one-stop shop and be like, oh, now I can get everything I need. And it's a really valuable partnership.
I think of it at least like as like the music industry, like sports. Like when I played baseball, I played baseball in high school. I was like pretty valuable to the team because I was a pitcher. I played shortstop. I could play any position in infield and outfield, and I could catch. Like I did everything. So like there was games where, or like there was like times where like in the season where I would like be pitching one day, playing shortstop the next, and then catching it for another game. And like a lot of people like don't even know how to catch. They don't have the equipment. Like I had everything. And I feel like that's utility. Like a utility. And like it's funny. Like so for example, like for one of Landon's songs, 21. Like I shot the cover art, did the cover art, and did the music video. Like awesome. You know, so it's just like, and it's also, it gets my name out there in more ways, you know.
Yeah, and I feel like when you're working with somebody like so consistently, like you just know like their vision, like you can see it, so they just trust you, you know? Like, do they give you a lot of, like everybody you work with, do they give you a lot of like creative freedom? Or
I mean,
like, you know, obviously I'm sure they have ideas too. But
so I mean like, so for example, like for Landon, like, you know, I live with him now, so it's like we just be bouncing off ideas for each other like on the daily. Like he'll just be like playing songs on his album, and like there's a few like songs in the album where like I think like originally weren't gonna be on it, then I was like, yeah, you gotta put that on the album type thing. Like even like for his next album he's pushing, like he's been, you know, we'll like kind of play songs with each other. And but I guess for like the creative process for like when I work with him, like he gave me, so for the 21 music video, have you seen that? Did you watch that one?
I'm not sure if I watched that one. I don't think so.
Okay. So basically like the song, like, he talked about going through changes throughout his life, and I remember the first idea he told me, he's like, I want, like, old footage of me in Skies and me at other shows, like, from back in 2018, 2017. I was like, all right, bet. And I hit up, like, his other videographers that had really good footage and sent me it. And then we shot a scene. It was like, he was like, I want to shoot, like, Sunken City, because it was a really cool location.
Where's that?
It's like near Long Beach. It has, like, a bunch of graffiti on it, but it was a pretty cool location. I also liked it because also the 19 cover art was shot at that place for his song, because he has a theme with his songs that are like ages, like 18, 19, 21, and 20. And so the 19 cover art, Xandro shot, which is cool. Wow. That's like one of my homies. And so we kind of like recreated that cover art there, but we also shot the video there. And also that's where Sky shot one of his like first like big videos, Signs of Jealousy. So we kind of like recreated some scenes, but I made it our own way. I had like some VHS in there, and we shot that there. And that was like a sunny spot, you know, it was sunny. It was like a really hot day. I think it was like September, like super hot. And then we go to Big Bear when it was snowing, we shoot a scene there. He's like, and I was telling him, I was like, we should shoot a scene here. Like, I feel like it'd be cool, a contrast, like going through changes, like the seasons are changing too. Yeah. And also coming from like, we're like also from like, you know, we're both from the East Coast. He's from Maryland. Like we're both used to the cold. Like it'd be cool. And it's literally snowing in there, in the shots and all that stuff. And then I put in shows of him at festivals, Rolling Louds and all that stuff. And then him and Skies did a show 2020 for the Lyrical Lemonade show where in the set there was like snow in the crowd, and I was like, and I knew no one that shot that show, because like Xander didn't shoot it, Nick didn't shoot it, none of us shoot it, and I hit up like one of the videographers there, so he like actually sent me the footage from that to put in there. And that's like, there's a lot of like unseen footage in there, because a lot of the footage in that is like from the tour vlogs and stuff back in 2018. I wanted to get like something fresh and new, and also it kind of worked out that like there was snow like in the video, or like on the stage, so it kind of contrasted to like the other show scenes, like the live scenes. And then so I basically in that video I would add a lot of like, you know, VHS footage and other footage of him even recording some of the songs. In one of the clips too, I think it's like when he first heard like the final mix of the song, and it was just like really cool. I added like a bunch of like, you know, the process of making the song and the album, so I feel like it's just like him going through changes throughout.
That's so dope. So, I need to check that out.
That's
like
definitely one of my favorite.
And like a short video, like you're really like planning out. Like you could literally make a movie if you wanted to. Like literally. Yeah, so that's kind of like, you know, and also it's kind of cool because it's kind of like on the fly too, where we're just kind of thinking of more ideas. I'd be like, like, you know, skate through here or whatever. Like, let me get a shot of you here type thing or whatever. So, yeah. Do
you think about anything in the like reality TV vein? Because I mean, we are here in like Hollywood.
Yeah,
so like you think about like shows and being like a director of a show.
I mean, I don't know, to be honest. Like, to be honest, I don't really be watching TV like that. I don't know. Gotcha. I don't know. I like watching movies and all that, but I really like the entertainment, like music business. Like, I was like, and I honestly get a lot of inspiration from music videos that I shoot from like other videos. I like watch, be like, like I like that effect they use. I like this like location. I like those colors. And I feel like, because a lot of people I know get inspirations from films, which I do as well. But I think I'm more like, I don't know, I definitely like the film industry, like the, you know, the entertainment business, like that route, more like rap reality. Maybe something I'll look into eventually, but I mean, right now I'm kind of focused on other things, you know. Music thing,
what movies do you like though? You were saying.
Oh yeah, all right. Well, I love Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Oh shoot,
that's probably one of my favorite.
That's a dope tat.
That's probably one of my favorite movies, because one, like, I don't know, like, I just thought it was like a cool movie, but also I really liked more like, because now like that I'm into the editing and film aspect, like I like pay attention more to like what their like kind of cameras or lenses they're using, and they shot that video, like that whole movie in like anamorphic, and they also had these really cool like editing transitions and styles that I really like, in for that time like that they did it is like literally insane. I'm watching like, damn, how did they do that? Like trying to watch like all the BTS. I've never even seen that movie. You gotta watch it. Like the effects and like the transitions are like crazy. It's like you literally feel like you're time traveling when you're watching it. But yeah, that's a movie that I definitely want to inspire a music video off of, like the way they did it. Like, you know, I have like some ideas, and I have a video coming up I think I'm gonna do something like that.
And that kind of story is like the modern day Romeo and Juliet.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Because of just like the way relationships work now, right? Is like the jealousy surrounding that isn't like even a family thing, but it's between like exes and stuff.
Yeah, no, that's a great movie. It's definitely one of my favorites.
So how many cameras do you have?
That is a good question.
Let's talk about that.
I got 2 on me.
Wow, 2 on you.
Wow. Yeah. So
and an iPhone.
Yeah.
He like smuggled the other one in. Like,
oh yeah, that
we
was
knew
my
he
pocket.
had one, and then he had one tucked.
Yeah, this is my film camera. I keep this on me like everywhere.
You got your license to conceal?
Yeah, but alright, I got this is like a little 4K on like camcorder. I use this because just for like quick like little shots and all that, but I also like it because it has night vision. And like it's like one of the only.
Oh yeah, did you use the night vision in that little Got It video?
Yeah,
so I really liked the way you filmed that video.
Yeah, that video was cool. That video was like cool because like I just like pulled up like basically like Ty Fontaine texted me that day. He's like, yo, like I got a session with God. I want you to shoot the video, blah blah blah. Alright, bet. And I basically brought this camera, my VHS camera, and then my actual like video camera, my Sony A7S II. I brought that, and we just kind of like run and gunned it. We just shot it. Like basically like they did the song. I was just filming everything there, and then I think Got It went live, and then I Got It and Ty went live.
Yeah, you got his
and
live.
I saw that, and I was like, yo,
yeah.
I gotta do something with that. So I put up my phone, screen recorded the live with my phone, like just put it down, and was just shooting them there too as well.
That's fucking awesome.
And because like when you're doing like a video like that, like a running gun like studio shot, like there's only so much you can work with. Like, you can shoot them in the booth, you can shoot them having fun in the studio and listen to the song. I wanted to add other aspects to it, like just so they can kind of feel like they're in the room, because like they literally made that song like.
That's how I felt.
Yeah.
I really felt like I was in the room.
By the time we were done with the video,
like
the song was done. Like the song was done when we did the video.
Yeah, right.
And then I edit it. I edited it literally. I had a final cut of that video like that night, and then I had like a private link, and then like because I could tell that video was sent in like the Internet Money group chat, because I sent it in. 5 minutes later, that video had like fucking 60 views. I was like, how did that get? Literally, the whole Internet Money group chat saw it. Yeah. And then like I had the video, and then I was like, yeah, Ty, like the video's done whenever, like so let me know when you want to drop. He's like, yo, can you drop it like now, like next 30 minutes? I was like, sure.
Wow.
Made up like the story, like promo posts and the out now post for them to post on the page. I was like, alright, bet it's out. So that was a fun video though. That was a really fun video to edit and shoot for sure. And
I was checking out the Ty Fontaine videos you did too.
Yeah,
those are really cool.
Yeah, those ones were cool.
The way you added like your graphic design.
Yeah, so actually,
into that,
one of my homies actually did that.
Oh, he did.
Detroit.
Okay.
He's like a cartoon like artist, like there's a word, illustrator.
Yeah.
And I showed him like a reference video. It's like I don't know if you guys seen like that video of like Playboy Cardi, where he's like in a garage and he's like just like throwing around this money, and he has like a freeze frame like anime like clips or whatever that come in. But that's like the inspiration for it. And I was like, yo, like can you do some shit like that? He's like, bet. And then that video I did edit like that night, and I sent it to him. I was like, yo, like can you get this done the next like hour? My friend's like, yeah, I got you. Like that's the thing. Like that's my homie Dom, and he's from Detroit. I met him at a graphic design camp. I went through my sophomore to junior year in the summer. I went to Detroit, did that camp for graphic design, and that's kind of how I like learned like a little bit more skills, but also learned how to like do like professional looking like flyers, brochures, magazines, whatever. Because I knew graphic design, but then it kind of made me know it better in like a professional aspect.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, like things should be layered, like all like these all art terms that I forget the names of, but at least I know how to do them.
You know how to do it.
But yeah, so I met him there, and that's honestly one of my closest homies. And we're not even like from the same area. We just like connected like that. Like we're both like I really like him because he reminds me of me, but in a different way. Because he's like a super like hard worker. Like he's also a tattoo artist too. He's actually done like a few of my tattoos, like this one.
Okay,
like,
nice.
There's like a few others. I forget that one. I don't know. Yeah, but he's like a really fast worker. Like, and we're kind of like on the same time where like I could call him and like ask him to do something, or he'll ask me to do something. We'll do it like in 2 seconds.
Yeah, you gotta send us his IG.
Yeah.
We actually need something.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure.
Podcast.
Definitely. But yeah, so so he did the design on that video.
I forget which one it was.
It's called Inhale.
Yeah. That was
that
dope.
one. And then, did you guys watch the Circles one with Tux? That one's on YouTube. I saw my IG because it got taken down on my IG for a reason that I'm not gonna say in the podcast, guys. It's whole thing, because that video had a whole thing with like a label thing, and he got all that. But
that behind the scenes.
Yeah.
The
But
clearances and everything.
Yeah, but that Circles video is one of my favorite videos though, because Tux is another one of my like the artists I work with that like is now just like not just like I work with him, like he's like a really like good friend to me now too, which is cool. But we made that video, and that's probably one of my favorite videos. 'Cause I think it's like definitely has like a really good like theme, and I think overall it had like a really cool look, and I really like that video. And that video got a lot of like label attention too. Like I had a few like A&Rs and like managers and directors hit me up like, yo, like we gotta work on something. So that was a cool video for me too. So yeah, that video was cool.
Good for you, for real. I think that's so amazing. Like, you're working with so many big artists right now, and like it takes people a long ass time sometimes to get where you are. So
yeah, I think for me,
pat
it's
yourself
cool,
on the back, for real.
Thank you.
And I think a key to your success too is getting out of your bubble so quickly, right? When I was in high school, like. We didn't talk to kids in the other town. This is like early Facebook days.
Oh yeah,
because someone like you is like you started your first collection, you hit the road, and you were at events,
I was always
down
like
in Maryland.
Like throughout high school, I was always like driving around doing things. Like I was going to Maryland for events. I went to a Sky show in 2018, end of 2018. And I bought a meet and greet, and because that's how I kind of get my clothes to artists. Bought a meet and greet, and then I gave him a shirt, and then he ended up wearing it, and I ended up getting like his address to send him stuff. And he was one of the first, like he was the biggest artist to support my brand like early on. This was like early on. This was like 2018 when he's popping. He dropped Life of Dark Rose. He's having a good life. You know, he's dropping Shelby. Like he's dropping all these projects. Like everyone's got the eyes on him. It was crazy, and he's going crazy now too. He just dropped his album. Like
his album just came out. We're talking about
Yeah, shout out Skies for real. Yeah, he's one, and he was honestly the reason why I named my brand Immortal was from his song Lettuce Sandwich. He says like immortal bandits, which I'm not from this planet. That was like one of the reasons why I named it that. So he was like the one I wanted to get to wear my clothes, and he like got to support it. So
yeah, manifested that. I
think.
Really.
No, yeah. He's definitely one of my like just favorite artists. I feel like a lot of like the stuff I was like trying to achieve, like I kind of like it was because like the Cufboys, all that, like I'm living with them, like I was watching the vlogs that he was in, like so I feel like it's just like cool, like I'm just like blessed to be able to like see
now
the progress.
Now you are like a character in that universe.
Yeah.
Do you have a manager?
No.
You manage yourself?
Like I feel like I have like I don't know, I want to get one eventually though.
Yeah.
And, I've been like
I'm surprised you don't have one for
real.
real.
It's like it's funny too because I'll pull up the shoots and be like, oh, like it's just you, like just me.
Yeah.
But I have a homie though, my boy Rob. His Instagram's like Stacked Roblin, but he helps me out like a lot of my shoots. Like I'll hit him up like, yo, I got like a video shoot, I want you to help out with that, blah blah blah. And then I'm just showing the idea, and he always like with it for whatever. But he's I guess like he's not like my manager, but I guess he's kind of like my like assistant, like my sidekick. You know what I mean? Like he helps me out with all my shit. Like literally, he even like bro. I swear, like this dude's like a utility dude. Like, bro, he changes. He like knows how to like change oil and shit for cars. I was trying to like I think I was on the phone with him one day. I was like, yeah, like I'm about to get my oil changed or whatever, and then like pull it to the house. We can pull up the treatment. He was like, dude, I can change your oil for you. I was like, what?
Wow.
Like I bet pull up now. I change my oil. Like change my oil. He's like doing like my roommate's like brake pads and shit. Like,
wow.
He just made us like
gotta hit him up. I need an oil change.
Yeah, he just like did my he just like made food the other day at the house, maybe burgers and shit. I was like, damn, like he's a man. But so. Yeah, but I don't have a manager right now, but I just got like people like that help me out with like shoots or whatever, like bigger shoots. Like for example, like the Risk video, I had him help out because we had like dirt bikes and shit in like a U-Haul truck, and he went with Landon's dad to drive it down. So we went like 3 hours away, to the, like almost like in Vegas to this desert area. Actually, we can pull up the video and watch it. It's like the video's coming out tomorrow. It's like gonna be my newest video. But yeah. Yeah, so that's a cool shoot. Yeah. You
got dirt bikes?
Well, so Landon and Johnny, Landon and Johnny like just bought dirt bikes. And then Landon was like, "Yo, like for the Risk video, I want to like use them in the vid." I was like, "I bet." And I kind of watched some like references. I had like some reference ideas, and I was like, "Yo, like we should get like a drone pilot for this. Get like some crazy aerial shots." So yeah, should we pull up that video? So
yeah, let's check that.
I'm gonna email you the Dropbox link because this is a song we're pushing heavy. Yeah. So like get as much content around it as possible. Yeah. So. Yeah, that's kind of how that worked out. I definitely
feel like that is the single. It just has this like real life.
Yeah, we definitely are gonna push that a lot.
Big energy in the song.
Yeah, so I'm psyched for that.
Whole band.
Yeah.
So I guess my question is, who are some like iconic big artists that you really want to work with at this point?
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask that too.
Yeah, so I have a few videos with one artist. I'm not gonna say now, but it's like one art. I'll tell you guys after. But like I have a few videos like treatments in the work that I've been working on for a big artist. I've been wanting to like do a music video for a while that I have like worked in the past with like other designs. So I'm like working on the treatment for that. But I definitely would love to work with like MGK. I just really love his like rock vibe. I would really love for like Landon. Me too. Like when he was doing his rap stuff, like his like that Trap Paris song that he had with like Quavo, like all that. Like I was a fan of that. But I would really love to see like Landon and him do something. like some rock.
And I think
video.
they're kind of in a very similar lane.
Yeah,
totally.
I mean, yeah.
And having done that transition from rap into this kind of like more pure rock type of vibe.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, I think we should wrap this up with like the manifestation question and kind of like New Year's resolutions. I think I'll start it off, and just for me, I'm really working on getting a job in the music industry, either label side or kind of like publishing side, just learning more about the business. That's my goal for this year.
Dope. My goal is to really get into producing. Like, yesterday I was like doing all these classes and just kind of messing around like with Ableton and stuff, but I really want to find my sound and actually start making beats, like, and not just deleting them after I just get frustrated because I do that too much. So
yeah. I'm same with me. I'm trying to get in producing too. Like I'm in the studio with so many artists that like if I have beats there,
like watching them do it, like that's what I need to do. Get in the studio more. With
exactly. Like I was in the studio with one of Ian's producers, and he was just kind of showing me some shit. And then I'm always in the studio with Landon. Like me, Landon, and Johnny would just like fuck around on like Logic and FL and just make beats and stuff. Because Johnny does like live drums.
It's dope to have friends that are like into the same things too.
Exactly,
so like you're never just like you're chilling, of course, but like then you're just like working, and it doesn't even feel like work because you're just like vibing, you know.
Exactly,
doing
definitely.
shit you like to do.
Definitely, and then definitely like I said, producing, and then definitely getting like more in the business side of music, like being like maybe like an A&R, or like sign some artists, like just getting people out there. Because I love like putting like artists together too in like studios, and like I'm like putting Tux, an artist I really fuck with, in the studio with Landon today. We're going to a session like at like 2:00 today, so like I got to put that session together, and I'm just psyched to see that song.
And that's kind of like executive producing.
That low key, like get a little credit on that.
Like, for real.
Yeah, because I like for example, like I really like fuck with like what Taz is doing with like the Internet Money project and stuff. Crazy, bro. Like I was in the studio with him like the other like last week or whatever. Like I was shooting a video for one of his artists, but like he had like St. John in one room and then like Sway Lee on another. I was like, bro. What?
Yeah, they had
they just had
Lil Yachty and Tekka. Yeah.
I was like, bro, this is crazy.
Yeah,
like,
they're doing amazing.
Yeah, and I would love to like definitely to like have like records out there that are like under like my name, but it's like I put this together type thing. Like,
like a whole mixtape.
Like I love how like
did you listen to DJ Schemes?
Yeah.
I just was listening to his deluxe.
Yeah. Did you watch the music video for Baby, the one with Ian and Scheme?
I haven't.
I'm in like the paparazzi scene. I'm like in the video. I shot BTS for that, but then like I was like in there. I'm on the left side. I'm holding one of my cameras, this camera, and I'm taking a photo.
That's awesome.
I'm like this, and I'm just like.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
Yeah. This is my film camera. I shoot all my film photos with.
Cool.
But I definitely just want to kind of get just in all realms of the industry, music. I feel like, and definitely even like get into DJing too, like stuff like that. Just having fun with it.
Yeah, it goes hand in hand.
Yeah, but, I mean, I just love trying new things, just having fun with it. I feel like life's too short. Cause I don't want to like look back like and like when I'm like old as fuck, like in like my apartment, like. Damn, I wish I tried this. Damn, I wish I did that. Like, I'm trying to do everything. I feel like that's why I just like, I don't know, I'm just trying to do everything. And like, I'm young, so it's like.
Everybody go fucking, wait, the camera's not on.
Yeah.
Guys, just do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you feel like doing in your gut. Like, just do that shit. If you don't do it good, then fuck it. Like, you tried. At least you can say you tried. And
I feel like if you do it right and you really want to, like, opportunities will come. Because, like,
totally.
I moved out to LA. Like, all right, like, I had, like, a little bit of money saved up. I was like, all right, like, I might have to get a 9 to 5. I might have to do this, but I don't care. But, like, I was, like, blessed enough to be able to, like, be put into really good opportunities where, like, I don't have to, like, work like a 9 to 5. And I'm not against it. I feel like everyone has to pay their dues, do whatever. And I feel
some people it's hard. Like me personally, I cannot work a 9 to 5. But I actually just got a job at a dispensary that I'm starting next week. But I'm taking it as I can meet people through this. Like a dispensary, like who the fuck knows who's gonna walk in this dispensary? Like my favorite rapper might walk in and like.
Yeah.
I can tell them I'm a DJ and they could be like, word, come DJ my fucking house party or whatever. Like, you never know.
Yeah.
Like, really never know.
Exactly, yeah.
But I feel you on that, 100%. Like, I haven't had a job since I moved out here. So I'm finally like all right, maybe I gotta do it. I'm not that popping yet making bread.
Yeah.
Especially like DJing. I'm not DJing right now. So, you know, sometimes you gotta do it, but like, I can never do like work a 9 to 5 that's literally bringing me down mentally. And
as long as you're like
making me feel uninspired, like draining me. But you know, like you just gotta try it. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. You know.
Yeah. Fire. Hell yeah. Definitely.
Dope. Well, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
It's really nice talking to you for real.
Thank you.
I'm excited for you. Like 2021 is gonna be a big year for you. Like
you probably don't even know.
Thank you.
Yourself,
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Very talented.
Appreciate it. Hell yeah. Appreciate you.
All right. Tell everybody your socials.
It's Sam S McGrath on everything. That's basically it.
Yeah, we'll write it
what's
below.
What's the S stand for?
Also my middle initial. It's Sopi. It's like a Cambodian word. I'm Cambodian. So that's like Everyone always thinks it's like Sam's. I'm like, no, it's just like it's same S.
Yeah, I thought it was Sam.
Yeah. So that's my on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever, Facebook, website, YouTube. Yeah, actually YouTube. I think it's just literally Sam McGrath.
Okay.
So that's
the one exception.
The one, yeah. So that's that. Yeah. But
All right, guys. Appreciate podcast episode number 3.
Tune in next week.
And we're signing out.